welcome. Today I am doing a process video with the Barista collection, and I've had to chop this video up into bits, so I'm sorry if it's a bit choppy. The videos kept crashing on me when I was trying to edit them. Right, this little monkey was bugging me the whole time I was making this page, so I was a bit distracted. He really wanted to play and didn't want Mummy to scrap. He's so cute. Anyway, back to the layout. So I'm using some crumb cake cardstock by Stampin' Up, and my ATG keeps ripping paper up really bad. I don't know whether it's the tape or whether I'm actually applying the tape or what, but it's really irritating me at the minute. The piece I'm matting that onto is from the Barista collection, and I'm just using some ground espresso distress ink to ink through this stencil, which is a Crafter's Workshop stencil, and I think it's the inverts chicken wire. So I'm just inking that, and then I decide I want some more texture, so I'm using Vintage Photo and a really old Stampin' Up stamp. It's kind of a scratchy background stamp, and it's huge, but it is one of my favourite stamps, so I just add that on, and then I add some Heidi Shining Gold and some Distress spray in ground espresso as well. So once I've done this, I want to add some more texture, so I decide to do some modelling paste, and this is the iridescent modelling paste I'm using at the moment, and I mix it with some ground espresso distress re-inker, and it gives you this lovely sort of chocolatey shimmery modelling paste. It's a really lovely effect. I love this texture paste, it's great. I only add a few drops and you get a really rich colour. So I'm going to use the same stencil. I'm just blotting off the ink so it's not too wet. And I don't realise, but I put that right over the top of the inking I did earlier, and kind of mess up a bit, but it looks fine on the finished piece, so I'm not too worried. And I'm not really thinking about where I'm going to put my photo mats, I'm just blobbing it down anywhere. So now I'm just going to start layering up my photo, and this photo is of Bailey's mummy and his sister, so that's Cassie and Pepper, and I really wanted to include this in his album because apparently I haven't met Pepper, but Bailey has played with her quite often down at, he goes to his granddad's quite often, and she visits there as they look after him when I'm working, and he gets very spoiled. So I'm just layering up all my scraps really, and I like doing this because it really uses up your scraps, and you get, well, in a way it's more value for your money for using your product up like this, because you're not really throwing much away at all. It's really just little bits that you've trimmed off, and you just layer it up any old how. And there is some Stampin' Up paper in there as well, and it's, I think it was something cafe it was called, I can't remember the name of it, but it's gorgeous. It's like lovely rich browns and golds and bronze and black, and the pack was it had sort of flocking on it and metallic. It was really lovely, and I kind of mixed it in with this collection because the colours went together so well. I've just matted my photo onto some, I think it's onto some black, but I didn't quite have enough, so I'm adding in I think it's a white piece or a cream piece from the 6x6 pad, just to make to map that photo on, and then I'm going to add it onto this layered cluster of papers. And I just want to pop that up just to make it stand out a little bit more. Sometimes I add a little bit of glue onto this foam tape because it doesn't always stay stuck. So I'm just tidying up and getting rid of all those scraps. I'm bringing in my background again, and I'm going to start I'm just trying to make a decision which way up I want it, and then I'm going to start adding clusters of embellishments. And I had originally planned to cover up that bit of a mistake I'd made, but in the end it gets left so that you can see it, but actually it's fine, it's not a problem. So I'm just going to start pulling out bits and bobs. This was a frame I cut on the I think I did it on my Silhouette Cameo. And it was, yeah, I think it's a cut file from the Silhouette Studio store, and I'm just pulled in a craft tag, and I'm just going to sort of build up clusters, and I end up cutting that gold frame down. So I've put some of the bows that I made, and those were from the Cricut Design Studio, I think. I made quite a lot of them, but I'm not quite sure whether I cut them on my Cameo or on my Cricut. And the little bow that is the sort of resin bow that's on top of the top bow is one I made using Wow embossing powders, which I melted and then poured into a Martha Stewart mould. And the little gold heart is just a punched heart, and I'm just building a little cluster at the bottom. I like to do that, just somewhere to add my date or something, you know. So this is from the sticker sheet that comes with the collection, and just adding it onto that craft tag, and then I put the other part at the bottom corner just to use it up. And the stars are just die cuts that I cut on the Cameo from a cut file from the store. And I wanted to add 2 bows to this because there's 2 girls. I'm sorry if I sound a bit groggy and sleepy, I've just had a nap. I've just got up from a nap. So it's Saturday afternoon and I've been off all week. And I've been very lazy this week. I had loads of things planned and I've got nothing done. Like you do. So just add some gold twine to the tag just to finish it off. And now I'm cutting that frame up. I'm just going to layer it under the bottom cluster. And then I think I take the top and I layer that, I put that under the top cluster just to bring in sort of, that gives me 3 elements of gold with the gold twine and then the 2 pieces of the frame that I've cut up. These are Do Crafts, sort of sparklers, or I'm not really sure what you call them. And I do put the gold ones down and then decide I don't like the gold, so I swap them for the black ones, and they're really pretty, these. I think I have some in silver and black as well. But I just want added a little bit of bling. So I'm going to work on the title now, and I'm using the alphas from the Barista collection. I'm sort of using the medium sized alpha that's in the collection. This is the one I've used the most. It's the one that I quite like. It's got a bit of a wood grain texture to it. I'm just titling this We Are Family. So I just decided to do my journaling along the edge of the photo map, and I think I go over this twice because when I do it the first time it's not very readable, and I'm just using a Faber-Castell Artist Pitt pen. And then I'll just go around the edge and doing a sort of scribbly line all around the photo map. So I'm just using some sequins just to finish off, and this pack of sequins is from the range and it's got two different shades of black in it. There's one that is a warm black, it's sort of really dark, got sort of a dark browny black colour to it, and then the other is sort of a really dark blue, so that's like your cool black, sorry. And that's the layout finished. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave some love in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.